There's nothing we Chinese like more than eating with family and friends. Chinese food is perfect to make for big groups of people because it's so easy to cook. So when an old friend from school, Lena, asked me to put together a special meal as a surprise for a group of mates, I was delighted to cook some traditional dishes. Most of the ingredients ready. Now I'm going to make you my mushu chicken.
Great.
And it's really good. Mushu is mushu. Mushu just means little pieces of like wood. Not really wood, you're not going to eat wood. Good. It's really everything that's sort of woody and earthy. Okay, excellent. In this dish, and it's finely chopped. I've got here some chicken breast, and then I'm just want to mince the chicken into really fine pieces.
Just want me to peel these?
Yeah, if you could just peel those. So that's done. Just put that to one side. Get the wok nice and hot. I have the chicken here. Now, this is a good dish because you can make it all in advance. So we're going to stir fry it, cook it, and then just leave it to one side and just heat it up and serve it with the lettuce cups. Yummy. When the guys arrive. Okay, so in with some groundnut oil. I've got about 2 to 3 beaten eggs in here. Just going to scramble that.
Do you want me to grate this?
Yeah, please.
Yeah,
really,
all of it?
Yeah, all of it. That would be great. Okay. So, egg out. So in with a little bit of oil. Then garlic and ginger. Okay. You can add chili if you want. Give us a good stir. In with the chicken. Just let the chicken settle a little bit. Okay. So as the chicken turns white, I'm going to add in some shouting rice wine.
It looks like scotch.
Now. It's like you can use dry sherry instead.
It's really good.
It's really strong. So in with a bit of that. Give this a good stir. That's going to absorb flavours.
That smells amazing.
You smell the garlic and the
really
ginger. I've got here some carrots, and they've just been really finely chopped. I did these before you came. Cool. Add the carrots in. So we've got here some tin bamboo shoots. Okay. And I've just drained it and finely chopped it. All the same size. That goes in as well. And then it's just a case of giving it a good stir.
Okay, so we have to talk about these because these look frightening.
Yeah, they look like an ear. Well, they're called wood ear mushrooms.
Oh, okay.
I suppose the ear of the wood because they grow on the bark of trees. Okay. And they come dried like this. Okay, and what you have to do is just soak them in some hot water for about 15-20 minutes and they just expand. Isn't that amazing? From like that size to that. We'll cook them lightly, but really for texture, can you say it's really springy and bouncy.
They're crunchy.
So we've got the crunch from the carrots, bamboo shoots, the sweetness of the chicken that's quite soft, and then now these crunchy bits of wood ear mushrooms.
If I couldn't get those, or I'm a bit scared by them still, what would I use instead? Could I just use like bog standard mushrooms?
Yeah, you can use mushrooms. You could use chestnut mushrooms. Now, if you like red peppers, you could dice those up. Some green peppers. You could change the dish to how you like it, but this is really traditional. And you can get mussel pork as well.
Oh, right, okay, instead of chicken.
Yeah. Some takeaways do mussel pork.
Yeah. I've had that before, I think. And you're right, in the restaurants, wrapped in the lettuce leaves. But I like this.
And then some gherkins. Again, just really finely chopped.
It's going to be quite a sharp taste, I think.
Yeah, this is going to give it a zing. Give that a good mix. Lovely.
God, that really smells good.
And then in lastly with the egg. And you can just break up the egg. With this stir fry, you can't really go wrong because all the textures are quite tough. But sometimes, you know, when you stir fry and people jab at the stir fry, I hate that because it like just breaks everything to mush. Yeah, you've got to kind of like lift and stir in and fold in like that. Some light soy sauce in there. And then in with a little bit of a toasted sesame oil. I can't live without this stuff, it's so good. Then a little bit of ground white pepper, it's more delicate. Give that a good final stir. And then we'll just take it off the heat. Done. So just serve that.
Really easy, wasn't it?
That's really easy.
Do I have to wait for everybody to come? Or
No,
can I have some now?
We're going to have some taste it now. And I tell you what I'm going to serve it with. The dry roasted nuts. You could use cashew nuts if you wanted.
Just normal bog standard nuts.
Yeah.
See, this is what I get for coming over and helping, isn't it?
That's your reward, girl.
Okay, you ready?
How is? Is it good?
It's really crunchy. It's really good. Really tasty. There's so many different tastes in there.
Did you taste the gherkins? Does that? That's the sour. We've got savoury. We've got crunchy. We've got aromatic.
The mushu chicken can be put to one side before being reheated and served wrapped in lettuce leaves.
Okay, so let's clear up a bit.
Okay.
And the next dish I'm going to make is my dragon prawn noodles. Dragon prawn or ai lobster. Because in Chinese tradition, long xia, lobster. Long is dragon, xia is prawn. So lobsters are the dragon prawn of the sea world. They're the king prawns because dragons symbolise power and strength. And they are.
It's all about the power.
Yeah, they're the strongest prawn in the ocean.
All right, here's the thing though, I couldn't buy lobsters, I wouldn't know how to. So I probably wouldn't make this dish because it's complicated.
If you are worried, just get your fishmonger to do it. In the supermarket as well, you can get fresh cooked lobster.
Oh, okay, all right. So it's already cooked, you don't have to worry about it.
But I cooked these early today. I got them live from the fishmonger, I put them in the freezer, I let them sleep a little bit, and then I had to put them in some boiling water.
Okay.
Okay, now the tail should come off quite easily.
Okay.
Just break, so you just pull that off. Now the claws, they just come off as well, so just pull that off. The head, I'm going to just pull the legs out. But this is what you don't want. This is like the dead man's fingers. You can't eat these, so it's really important to remove those and just put that in there. I don't want to lose the meat that's in the middle because that's really juicy and that's the best bits. So that I'm going to keep for decoration. We want to crack the claw. So that's going to allow all the delicious juices to soak into the meat. And these are all the pieces that are going into the dish.
This is my favourite. You've made this for me before and it's so good.
Well, I hope the others are going to enjoy it as well, as long as they don't mind being messy with the fingers. This bit here, again, we want to cut it into pieces, okay? The easiest way to do that is lay that flat on there and then just make 2 slits into the shell, and then that's still together, so we just...
Got it, nice.
Yeah, you can just slice through the meat and then onto the other side. Well, I think we've got enough. I'm going to save it for tomorrow's lunch.
Done.
Okay, so that will go in the fridge, in with garlic and the ginger. And as you drop it in very quickly, give that a good stir.
That's really hot, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very hot. In with the lobster. You can put a little bit of Shaoxing white wine if you want, but it's not necessary. It just
keeps it nice and juicy.
Oh, it's just got, I just love this wine. It just makes all the difference. Okay, if you pass me the yellow bean sauce.
Yellow bean sauce is an ingredient you can buy in most supermarkets.
It smells so good.
About 2 tablespoons.
Earlier than expected, the first surprise guests arrive, and what a huge surprise it is. For me, it's my mum and dad.
Oh my God!
They've been away for months and have just flown in from Taiwan. I can't think of anyone better to share the special meal.
So your parents have come all the way for you, clearly.
Just back from traveling. I want to see you while you're doing. Sorry.
Oh my God, what a surprise! Okay, shall we go and let Ching finish off in the kitchen and maybe we'll go and sit down and have a glass of wine?
Yes.
Let you carry on with the hard work.
Oh my God!
Don't cry.
It's just unexpected. So there's real pressure now. My mother's in the house. Okay, so all that's needed now is some noodles. Good handful of cooked yellow shea noodles al dente. Mix the noodles in well. Just a little bit of the stock.
And then an even bigger shock. My mum's arranged 2 more surprise guests, all the way from Shanghai.
Just came from Shanghai.
Oh my God!
What's for dinner tonight?
Oh my God!
What's for dinner tonight? Huh?
Lobster noodles!
Oh, good. Sure, love that.
What are you doing here?
We love that. We're here to see you.
Oh my God!
See you. Hey, how you doing? It's Jasmine. Surprise, huh?
This is my brother and my sister-in-law. They've come all the way from Shanghai.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. And here I was, just expecting expecting casual friends and it's turned out to be my prized family.
Careful, don't lose your concentration.
So a good glug of light soy sauce. I hope you're going to use your fingers.
Oh, we will.
Real Chinese style.
Don't you worry.
Just because you're in England, you don't have to use a knife and fork.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We use chopsticks.
Okay.
I finish off the dragon noodles as quick as I can with some toasted sesame oil and sliced spring onions.
So tears of joy. In with the lobster noodles. The heads on, like that. What do you think?
Fantastic. Looks good.
Let's go and sit and eat this now.
So there's my dragon noodles, and to go with it, the mushy chicken and some lion head meatballs. Family favourites, perfect for any special family celebration.
Come on, guys, feast on this. First.
That looks so good, Ching.
Yeah. Eat! Yeah, we never waste. No, we always eat, yeah. Just a little bit. Oh, Dad, what do you think?
Just perfect.
可以吗？
Yeah.
Juicy.
Really juicy, yeah.
Really juicy.
Very good, delicious.
真的吗？
Yeah.
真的。
这样，
Thanks, Jane.
That's really good.
You see, Dad sloped. That's a Chinese way. Means appreciation.
Dad slurped, is that what you said?
Jumpstart.
I'd like to propose a toast for Ching. Thank you very much for a lovely dinner, and it's certainly worth the 12-hour flight. Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Cheers.
A lot of old generation Chinese find it hard to say, I love you. And through food, you can express and show that love. So when you make a big fuss and a big deal out of cooking for your family, that is saying, 我爱你, I love you.
Additional dishes.
Most of the ingredients ready. Now I'm going to make you my mushy chicken.
Great.
And it's really good. Mushu is mushu. Mushu just means little pieces of like wood. Not really wood, you're not going to eat wood. Good. It's really everything that's sort of wood. So that's done. Just put that to one side. Get the wok nice and hot. I have the chicken here. Now, this is a good dish because you can make it all in advance. So we're going to stir fry it, cook it, and then just leave it to one side and just heat it up and serve it with the lettuce cups when the guys arrive, okay? So,
In with some groundnut oil.
I've got about 2 to 3 beaten eggs in here. Just going to scramble that.
Do you want me to grate this?
Yeah, please.
Yeah,
Really
all of it?
woody and earthy. Okay, in
Excellent.
this dish, and it's finely chopped. I've got here some chicken breast, and then I'm just want to mince the chicken into really fine pieces.
Just want me to peel these?
Yeah, if you could just peel those.
There's nothing we Chinese like more than eating with family and friends. Chinese food is perfect to make for big groups of people because it's so easy to cook. So when an old friend from school, Lena, asked me to put together a special meal as a surprise for a group of mates, I was delighted to cook some